Hello, we're live now. We can't really see anybody or anything for right now because we're on my cell phone. But we really tried diligently and difficultly to get this working.
Sorry, folks. I have a poor internet system.
We don't have anybody on yet. We'll have to wait for them to find us and come on live.
Yeah.
We drag the computer over here real quick.
Yeah. Where's the roller?
Oh, there's 5 of us in here now. There's Jessica. There's Robert Adam. Here, turn your volume. You're going to get feedback. There we go. Okay, now we got the feedback taken care of. Hey, Raymond, how you doing? Joe McBride. So, all of you guys know me, but you may not know this guy sitting next to me here. This is Brian Allen. Because Dr. Brian Allen is the author of... We should have been prepped for this before we got started here.
I thought we were, but
This little book right here. Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. And we will have signed books available later.
that is third edition. That's older. Yeah.
Well, this is the one that I had. He's going to give me a new one. But,
And I just found out about that.
yeah, well, we're here, and we were going to show you all kinds of really sweetness. Because this guy's got, like, a Mondo collection. But we can't do it because we didn't have the ability to do this on a scope. But check this out. Look at what this is. Oh, it's backwards. Darn
No,
it.
it's showing up okay.
Oh, it is? Oh, it's backwards on my screen. Yeah, can you guys see that one? There's a 1970S DDO number 1. 1970 CGS MS64 coin. Look at that thing. Man, that's just sweet. Okay, so here's what we're going to do instead. Because, well, we were going to show you all these nice little cool things that we picked up at the show. Like this. I got myself a nice 1922D in uncirculated condition at the show. And, well, I got this. This is a nice, well, 1925S. It's DDO number 1. And so we picked up some nice, cool stuff. Brian, the first cherry pick he made of the show was a nifty little 1987D RPM number 1. Or was it? No, it wasn't number 1.
It was
Which one is it?
RPM
3, yeah. But we can't show these to you up close because we don't have the capability of showing them up close. So here's what we're going to do.
But I did pay 25 cents for that. So
He did pay, yeah, he paid a lot for it.
I could sell it for 50 cents and double
In
my
fact,
money.
I had to pay the gas money to get us here. So, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Instead of the idea of trying to show all of these wonderful Wondermas coins, this guy is just drowning me in huge coins, beautiful, huge coins. All of this stuff. Man, he's got, let's see, what's this one? This is a 69S double die obverse number 1. This is 1966 DDR number 1. This is 1966 DDO number 1. There's a 1934 DDO number 1. I would love to be able to show this coin up to you real close. Because this 1934 DDO 1, look at the condition of that coin. It's red. This thing's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful coin. The problem? I've got no way of showing you on a scope. But I will get some pictures of these, and I'll put them on the Facebook page later, because this is like a super visit for me. But anyhow, Brian and I are here to answer questions. Yeah, this is 69. You heard it right. This is 1969 SDDO number 1, and we're frozen. We'll come back soon.
There's no way to really do it any quicker.
No, there's nothing you can actually do. It'll come back. No, this one wasn't a 25-cent coin. Yeah, the 66 DDR number 1, and this is a plate coin too. But this is 1969 S DDO number 1. Here, let me bring this light down here just a little bit closer. That's hot. It's hot, Chuck.
What's that like?
There you go.
Can't see it there. A little bit of it. There. See most of it.
And we're not able to actually show the doubling and everything to you. I really wish I could. I'll get it as close as I can. Yeah, no, the freeze isn't you. The freeze is the fact that we tried really hard. I even put OBS on his laptop, and we were trying to work from his laptop to get it to actually work and understand what we were trying to do. We got the stream, we actually got to a point where we got the stream started, but we couldn't actually get the stream to broadcast because he had wireless, and we just can't get a wireless to broadcast. So what's great for surfing the internet and what's great for working on stuff like books and whatnot is not necessarily so great for streaming on YouTube. So we did the best we could, and we couldn't get it done. So we're doing this because this is going to be the best we've got for right now. So you got two authors right here of Lincoln Cent Books to be able to talk to you guys about anything you want to ask us. Ask us a question, and I would ask that prior to typing out your question, you just put a B colon, like B for Brian, or C for Chuck. So if you want to ask Brian a question, you just do B, ask him a question, he'll answer your question. You want to ask me a question, just do C and ask me a question. Anytime you're ready. Well, I don't want to make him bored.
I'm glad that they can't smell that garlic.
Yeah, we both smell like heavy garlic. Okay, Robert has a question. When is the release date of the 5th edition?
Well, that is a question I can't answer,
That's a loaded question.
but this right here is the essential final manuscript out of all of it. It's all done.
Which I'm going to get the distinction of being able to look through before any of you guys get to see it.
And so, but right now the trouble is, Krause Publications, when they went bankrupt, F&W Media went bankrupt, Penguin Publishing bought our book. So right now, since they're still in crossover, not sure who's going to be the responsible party. But I can tell you this, Chuck went through about 30 pages of it and found an error on every page, I'm pretty sure.
It's not that bad, come on.
But no, it's literally
We're gonna work with each
a few
other.
edits.
We'll make it what it needs to be, for sure.
But it's really, really close. And he's got to see everything that's in it. We've got varieties all the way up to 2012, or 2020, for every denomination. Take more screenshots.
What was that?
That's the he said.
Oh, flip one page at a time for screenshots.
That's the electronic version.
Eric Blues, this is Brian Allen. He is the author of this particular book, Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. I'm in Greenville, South Carolina at his home. We have gone to the Spartanburg show earlier today. We made a few cherry picks, and we've come here and we've been talking coins and talking all sorts of things. And we've been, what have we been doing? We ate pizza.
Who's Jeremy going to smack them off? It was rough.
Let's see. Let me get back over to this.
So a few things we picked today. I love hearing about cherry picks. The third coin I pulled out of a bin was an 87D Lincoln Cent in BU.
You've got that in there backwards. Oops.
So a few things
There we go. Now I can read them too. I needed to be able to see the comments. I was having a hard time reading the comments. I'll bring this closer to me so I can actually see.
We're froze.
Yeah, we're frozen again.
You said you can still hear us.
But it's okay. We're frozen, but you guys can still hear us, I'm sure. Can you still hear us? Somebody say, yes, I can still hear you. We're back on camera again. Okay, Farm Dog, Joe McBride, Brian Hooper, they all say they can still hear us. So even when our video freezes, we don't have to stop just because our faces do.
All right.
We can keep talking.
So also what we're going to do here is a little fun game. This is a roll. Okay, you froze up. This is a roll of a fairly minor Class 9 double die reverse. It's got doubling evident on the 7th column. And so we're going to ask a question, and the first person that answers it correctly will get one of these coins free. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
And that way we can kind of get some All right, and Chuck and I actually I did this earlier today, and I kind of disturbing actually that we named off the same varieties. So here's going to be number one, and so you just got to type your response into the responses.
Hang on a second. There you go. Question number one.
In Chuck and I's opinion, what is the nicest Class 2 double die obverse?
Nicest Class 2 double die obverse.
And it's got to be the one that Chuck and I said to ourselves, obviously.
And yes, I feel like a kid in a candy store.
No, not the, we never said the 72D.
No, that's not the answer. I saw a question earlier that do you a candy store with Brian? And yes, I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I feel like a kid in the impossible candy store. It's all the best candy I've ever seen in my life, but I can't eat any of it.
So, no, the 69S, we'll get back to that.
Let's see, the 72 and the 55 are Class 1. The 1984 is a Class 4. The 69S is a Class 1. We're asking for Class. Who knows what the Class 2 is?
I'll give you a hint. It is in the Cherry Picker's Guide. It's very distinctive.
And it was made after I was born,
Man.
but probably before a lot of you.
Anybody? All right, you about ready to call it?
Here we go.
We got it.
We got one.
71, there it is.
Yep,
Follow
there it is. 1971 DDO. Paula Bloom got it.
All right, so I'll
So
make a
I'm
little list.
gonna have to have a pen and paper.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Where's a pad? This is very impromptu.
Yeah, Paula,
Paula Bloom.
you get, and so we're just gonna make sure that we have your address and we'll drop that in the mail with just a 50-cent stamp if that's okay with you.
Yep, we can do that.
55-cent stamp. What do they cost now?
What? They cost forever. That's how much they cost.
That's right. That's right. Costs forever.
They're absolutely forever. Okay, so let's see.
How about a class?
No.
Too simple?
No, it's probably going to be a little difficult. What about, okay, did we agree that we like the same RPM?
I think so. I think we did.
Okay, our favorite RPM.
Very prominent.
Our favorite RPM. Both of us have the same favorite RPM. It's not 1960D RPM 1. No. You have to tell me an RPM number too, because a date isn't enough. There's a lot of RPMs for a lot of dates. I'll let you guys know. It is a wheat cent. It is a pre-war wheat cent. 25S gets us close.
It's also got a double die on the reverse.
It does. It does have a double die. But it's an RPM. It's our favorite RPM. The two of us have RPM. It is a D mint mark RPM. It is pre-war. There we go.
Did you get it?
Yep. Robert Adams, Cuds RS.
Ah.
27D RPM number 1. Actually, Corey, I don't think there's any 22D RPMs known.
No.
No.
Never seen one.
If there was one, he would have one, that's for sure.
He said VAM number 4.
1880 VAM number 4. What language is that, Coin Dragon?
That was a good response.
Was that English?
You gotta start early and come back. Van Allen, wow. All right. Is this getting old to anybody? Does anybody care what our favorite coins are? Or you just really want the free,
Does anybody really care?
the free double die?
I'll tell you what, name something as rare as you think it can possibly get in Lincoln cents, and we'll show you one.
I
What's
guess.
that? This is it right here. No, this isn't it.
Which one?
The SMS.
Oh, I'll track it down after I pick up half the house I've dropped.
That's it right there. Here you go. Take a look at this. Let me get it in front of the camera. You guys see that? A 43. Do you have any 43 coppers?
No.
You have
I used to
44
have-
steel?
I had a 40, I sold the 44.
I had a 44 steel and you had to sell it. Okay.
Actually, I used it in, to help get through school.
You have a 74 aluminum cent?
Oh, God. Yeah, we got it.
Yep, there's Ken Peavy right there. Here we go. 1964 SMS coin. There's only about 12 of these known. And this is one of them, right here. Try to get it around so that you guys can see it better.
Yeah, I wish we could really do a live stream for you.
Ken, I tell you what, go outside and wait by your mailbox. It'll show up tomorrow. That's right. He lives in Florida. He's okay. He won't freeze to death.
Weather's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the RPM number 4?
60D RPM 4. You got one of those out here?
Yeah.
It's going to be in the old ANAX box, right?
It
Let me see that box. This is just really cool. I want to show him the box.
All right, you don't want the 60D number 4?
Yeah. I want the 60D number 4 and then the box.
I should have been getting close by now.
After 59, before 61.
Oh, well, now you're being hard. There you go.
There we go. Here we go. 1960D RPM number 4. One of the scarcest RPMs in 1960. You want the box too, huh? Okay, well, look, here, let's put this back where it goes. Show them the box. This is the cool box. Look at
It
this.
remembers the old school
All-
ANAX.
All these are these old ANAX holders. The whole box is.
Sorry, Chuck, I don't know my class from a hole in the ground.
It's okay, there's a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who go by what they're taught. And I haven't taught you guys yet, so we need to work on teaching you. See, I've got a live picture over here.
Oh,
So
yeah?
some people are keeping a live picture and some people
Huh.
aren't. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
But, and this is live because, well, this happened like 8 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And here we are, or 10 seconds ago or something like that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So these
That's-
are old ANAX holders.
When did they quit
but-
using those?
God, it's,
Was that 2005?
it's in the,
04,
Yeah, and they
05?
come up with the blue holders.
It's about 10 years ago. They came up with the blue holders, and
Yeah,
then,
and then
now
there's-
they're doing the yellow ones.
Yep. But these were, remember when you had to spend $6 and $7 and you hated doing it?
Yeah. Now you have to spend 25 and you still hate doing
Oh,
it.
man. No, who was it that made, said the comment about, Chuck and I had a conversation about the classes of
Of hub doubling.
hub doubling today, and we're bantering back and forth about how we feel it, but the bottom line was, I really don't care. I just like, if I like the double die, I collect it, or I will add it to my collection.
Blues were 2006.
Was it?
2006 double dies.
Is that when it changed?
You have a 52 D over D RPM number 1 in NX holder, in the small NX holder. Do you have a 52 D over D number 1 in the NX holder?
I don't think
Or
it's,
is yours probably PCGS? Isn't it?
no, the 52D?
Yeah,
I think
50.
I think it's probably raw. For a 52D, a
Yeah,
53D, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the more minor ones he's got, well, more minor. Let's say a lot of the major ones that aren't really PCGS recognized are kind of in his raw collection. It's that 72S
Yep.
DDO one. He's got some stuff he's got stuff I've never seen.
But the thing is this is all in the bank vault, so I don't get to see it, but once every,
Well, but there's some of it that, I mean, like that 87D.
oh yeah.
That 87D is like, wow, I had no idea. And some of his stuff is uncirculated. It's really old stuff too. And it's really cool. He showed me a red, and I said, 1936 double die. Oh, look at this one. Check this out. 1917 DDO number 1. Look at the condition of this coin. I'm doing this totally blind because we're totally frozen up here. But I'm thinking that I'm doing something good. I hope I'm doing something good. Oh, Coin Dragon said he put one of these in his dance coat today.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, this is a 1917 double diobverse number 1 in PCGS MS63 brown. This is this is like stupid rare in this condition. And here we go.
I've only seen it like twice in the past 4 years.
Which one is this? 1,
Oh,
2, or
that's-
3?
That looks like 2.
Is it number 2?
Yeah, I think that's 2.
DDO number 2, 1936 DDO number 2, in a PCGS MS65 plus red holder. Hey, we're doing the best we can with this. If you guys aren't seeing this live, sorry. You can barely afford the picture on a 36 DDO1.
Well,
Well, we can arrange a picture. I wish we could have, it would be really nice if we could have had the little scope hooked up.
oh, these are some of my favorites. There's at 27 and 5 red.
Here we go. 1927 DDO number 1. Actually, if I back up a little bit, it shows better. Look at that luster.
Yeah, you can see it decent over there.
Look at the luster, Lester. Yeah, these aren't for sale.
No, they will be back in the vault very shortly.
No for sale. Oh my God. Wait, this is the weak. Where's the strong? 1922 no D.
You want the?
Yeah, this is the weak reverse.
I'll have to step out.
And the one I got today was
Oh yeah, show me.
it was a weak D. Oh yeah, I'll show you the one I got today. Where is it? What happened to it? Oh, here it is. I can pop this thing out. You have a flip?
Oh yeah.
Handy?
Yep.
Under it for right now. There we go. 1922 D, weak D. This one's probably a 63 brown. Maybe a little bit of red on it. This one will be available soon. Aha! Here we go. Oh, I just ran you out for nothing.
What?
Huh? I've got flips in my thingy.
All right, so I went back into the safe.
Back into the safe?
He's ready to be put away.
Yeah. What do you bring out this time?
All right, so I guess you can put these side by side.
Oh, sweet, man.
There you go.
This thing came with a box. Look at this. It's got a box, okay? That's how important this one is.
Yes.
It came with a box. God, look at this. $1922 no D strong reverses die number 2. And look at the luster on that baby. MS62 brown, and then right next to it right here is a weak reverse. So we have the strong reverse and the weak reverse right here together. Yeah, dude, you guys are seeing this stuff, and I'm like sitting over here. I'm gonna have to clean up my britches later, but
Chuck hasn't got out of this chair in probably 5 hours.
so I'd be embarrassed. I think I wet myself. Thank you for the flip, sir.
Oh yeah.
So, do we have any? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we can't show them really. The 43D over D. I would love to be able to show them that on the scope.
What is it? They wanted a 43D.
Oh, you know what? We
09
can-
DDB.
You know what we might be able to do?
So I just asked for a VDB DDO2.
Hang on.
Is that,
Keep them company for a little while. I might have a project.
so there's the number 2. And then there's number 1, I think, if you can see it.
Okay. How do I get input to this on here?
Input.
From the camera. How do I show the camera on the screen here?
Um,
There's software for it somewhere.
yes, Amscope, right. Right there.
Okay. Cool. We might be able to do this.
Is there, I still don't know, dude. Yeah, that's where Chuck and I were today, up in Spartanburg. No? Oh, yeah, you said yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the show we were at. Wait, who was that saying that?
It was
Oh, Hoogie's.
Soogie's Hobby.
You were there yesterday? Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Oh, 66 red, that's nice. That's a nice coin.
okay, so this is what we can do. I can.
Chuck is working.
That's right. I can do this. Check this out. Let's see. Get this any closer. Okay. Now let's see if this works. I can take a coin.
The problem
and-
is that we're gonna have to move your phone
Why?
because the camera's gonna have to come down to here.
No.
Oh, you're gonna move up.
Not if I do this.
Oh, look at him work.
We may not have total focus all the time, but I'm gonna try.
Yes, I 5.
That's my 1922D I just picked up today. Which one?
Here's,
45 FS 101?
yeah, that's one of the new ones. I was actually very shocked that that went in. I felt that was extremely minor.
Let's see how well I can get this to work. Yeah, it works.
Oh, but yeah, that's pretty decent.
You just have to be smarter than the camera. Which direction you go. You know what? I don't even need to do that. I can do this.
We have a mess with here, folks.
Yeah, we do. Oops. Camera fell. Hang on. I'll get this out of here. Does this move?
What, the camera itself?
No, that pin thing that's holding it in. Does it slide
Oh,
back?
yeah. Yeah, if you just push it back, or you want the camera out?
Yeah, I want the camera out of there. There we go. Okay, I got it. That works. So now what I can do is thread this around this like this,
Put that
and then do
there.
this.
Remove that. Oh, wow. Chuck has figured it out.
And
It's not the detail that,
there we go. Devil's in the details. There we go. There's a 1942 DDO number, 1941 DDO number 2. It's 1941 DDO number 2 there. And this one is a PCGS MS64 red. It's like the only time I've ever seen one of these in a red, uncirculated condition. I think mine is an XF. That's the best I've ever seen. Let's see here. Okay, so now that we can do this, check this out. Here's 1970 S DDO number 1. There we go. 1970 S DDO number 1. I'm trying to do this upside down and backwards, so I'm going to be a little slow. There we go. 1970S DDO number 1. How's that? Yeah, that might work. We'll try it this way. Actually, it kind of works better because I've got it focused so that I can just lay it right down on the plastic.
gotcha.
And I can go around the coin.
It actually works out better for the viewers because
does
they
it
don't
show
have
up
to
pretty
see
well?
they don't have to see our faces.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Precisely. Okay, so now that we've got this set up to a point where we can actually do something with it, do we have any requests? Any specific requests? We are now playing requests. Yeah, Jim Fletcher says, Ben, what's this? What's that right there? Can anybody see it well enough to guess?
Oh, I know what that is.
No. Oh, that's a request. 43D RPM 1.
Okay.
I do have one of those.
Yeah, I think.
This one, yeah, it is an S mint mark. You're right. 46S over D. Number 1. Let's see if we can get this a little bit closer. Let's try. Hang on a second.
Boy, we have put these in shambles, on.
We can't easily scroll up, but I'm going to try to do this. How does that work? Is that better? And then this. There we go. Okay. Ken PV asks if you have a 46 over or 46 inverted S, and
I do.
you have it out, or is it one of the raw ones?
No, it's certified.
It is.
I will be with you in 1 minute.
1 moment, please.
I'm still in a mess here trying to find my
Please
43.
stand by. We're gonna spend like 2 hours cleaning this stuff up afterwards. Okay, we're up to the 43D over D. Hey Paula, if you can grab questions and kind of re-edify the questions to us, we'll make sure to get them answered. We've been working on trying to get this stuff figured out. There's the 43D over D. Ken doesn't bother cleaning up. He just puts down a layer of newspaper. Brian, is there anything you don't have that you want? Or do you have everything?
No, give me 1 second and I will. I'm in the crisis mode trying to. So when we brought these back from the vault, bins and things that he needed to see, so we kind of just opened it up and laid them out, and now we've put them back, and I don't have a total idea where everything is at, but I will find it. So them 2009 double fingers. So, is there anything that I want? Oh yeah, there's a lot. My passion is with repunch mint marks, and I think if you look at the Kaneko website, I need maybe 100 more of them to have a set, which I don't know if that's actually obtainable.
The 1997 publication included 1,024 different dies. He needs about 100 to complete his set. Let me go back to another question that was asked a little bit earlier.
There's that 45 somebody asked about.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep up.
Hey, trying to keep up. Oh, Paul off the screen. See if I can make sure I've got this squared up to you. There you go. Okay, here's the 1945. What am I looking for on here? FS 101. Where's the doubling on this? I thought it was on Liberty.
It's minor on the date and on Liberty. Yeah, it's not very strong. That's one I said I was kind of shocked that it went as far as it did. And
And sometimes you just never expect them to go so high when they do. I think some of it's politics, but other parts of it is visibility. Definitely if it's visible. That's one of the things for the cherry pickers guide, or at least back in the initial listing of the cherry pickers guide, that was one thing that Bill Fiva has always said. He said if a double die or an RPM has character, he'll list it. But of course that character part is
Very subjective.
it's a subjective term. What's this?
Like you're a character, but I'm not putting you in the. Oh, there you go. Somebody will know what that one is.
Somebody will figure this one out. Can you hit the blue down arrow on the chat so that we can see the most current chat? There we go. The 45 is very scarce, that's for sure. Coins of character, that's what it is. Click one more time to get the highlighting off. There you go. You see an S, but you don't see anything else? Let me try to get this in a little bit better. How about that? Do you see it better now? That's exactly what that is. Penny Saver Cash Roy Johnson got this one right. This is a 1944 D over SRP or OMM number 1.
Does he get a free repunchment mark for that fine?
We could do him a, how about that? A free 2005 WDDRO 22.
Yeah.
Right, Penny Saver Cash on there. I don't know his address yet, so we're going to have to get him to let me know what that is. Here you go. Take a look at this. I know this is the eye candy everybody's worst after. Let me. There we go. There we go. That one ought to make a couple people fall out of their chairs. Do I have this well focused?
I can see it
Because
decent.
I can't really tell.
It's decent.
Try to get it focused in real good. There we go. There it is. There we go. There's that part of it. And then we go up here and we look at, I don't see a whole lot there, but we can go up and look at this part.
You're going to hit trust, aren't you?
This is the real 69S double die, folks. This is what the real 69S double die looks like. You're not going to see these little guys very often. Yeah, Penny Saver, you can send it to cd@coppercoins.com. I'll be able to take care of you. But there you go, 69S double die. Let's take a look at Liberty real quick. That is like stupid nice, right? Hey Brian, you need a 64 Chevelle? We got a trade offer on a 64 Chevelle. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Ooh, what's that? Yeah, he said that the 64 Chevelle does have pretty low mintage, so we have to consider that.
What about the brakes?
Yeah, are the brakes good? He doesn't care if it goes, he just wants to make sure it stops.
Correct. I forgot that I left one in there.
What?
I left a box in the safe,
Oh,
so I've got
what you got? That was a 1941 DDO number 1. Okay, here we go. That is the 1946 S inverted mint mark. You'll see how the little ball part is on the bottom and the little triangle part is on the top. That is actually how the mint mark was supposed to be punched, but they punched all but this one upside down. So this one is considered inverted because it's opposite all the rest. That's right, and the gap is at the bottom instead of the top. Typically, the gap is on the top of your mint mark, not the bottom.
Somebody wants to go back to the 55?
55?
Yeah.
There was a question asked earlier, and I missed it a second time. Sorry, Paul. It was by Corey Merrill, I think. Asked a question about something, and I can't remember what it was now. How do you tell the direction on a Class 5? I think it is. And the pivot point on the K5, on the Class 5, and the direction of spread. The direction of spread is going to be clockwise or counterclockwise, and the way that you tell the clockwise or counterclockwise is that you're going from, help me out here, from the primary to the secondary, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Rotate
from the
away
primary. So it's any detail away from the primary, meaning that if your doubling is to the left of your primary, then it's a counterclockwise. If it's to the right of the primary, then it's a clockwise. And then for the Class 5 double dies, the pivoted hub double dies. No, that's not my 69S DDO. These are all Brian's coins. I give him all the credit for these. What was I saying? Oh, the pivot point on your pivoted hub doubling. Let's take the 1995 double die. Do you happen to have one of those out here right now?
95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look at it with the 95. That's probably one of the best pivot hub double dies there is. I mean, the 36 is pretty nice, but
Here, you can entertain them with that until
95 is easier. Oh, boy. And I've seen that some people have asked about, that really valuable 1990 without the mint mark. It isn't the mint state one, it's this one. It's the 1990 without a mint mark. There's a 1990 proof without a mint mark. How many of these are known? Like 30 or 40?
Jeez, I don't even know anymore, but it's, yeah.
It's worth thousands of dollars. But it's a proof coin. Majestic wants to see some 1955 DDOs.
Okay.
Do you have DDO number 2 out here?
I do. You will give me 1 minute?
Sure.
There's the 55, but that's the proof.
Which one is this?
That's
Oh, the
that's
DDO and DDR.
Yeah,
Okay. Where's the DDO on this one?
very minor on the.
Oh,
inside of the
it's
truck.
in trust. Yeah, I can see it now. Class 2? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm seeing it.
Your
You see it as a
coming back.
stretch toward the rim a bit. My memory. You calling me old?
Yep. We've discussed this today.
Yeah. We found out that our age is different from one another by like 4 months.
You'd already forgot what we talked about today.
I don't remember anything really.
Did you already show the die 4?
The 1960? No, I didn't.
That one?
Oh, 72 die. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there you go.
I'm working my way through these.
No, I'll show you that.
What a
next.
mess.
This is the 1955. It's the proof double die obverse and double die reverse, FS 103 and 801. So that's what this little guy is.
But I'm getting to the ones he wants to see. Just
Coin Dragon said something to Brian, but I'm not able to follow. What did
What?
Coin Dragon say? Does
Less than
Brian
200.
ever coin roll hunt? Coin roll hunt? Oh my God. I carried 2 boxes of wheat pennies home for this guy. He still goes through circulated wheat pennies just looking for stuff because it's fun.
oh yeah.
It sounds like Jessica and her 1960 DRPMs. Here you
Gotta
go,
love
folks.
Jess.
Here you go, folks. This is big, right here. This is big.
Damn it.
This is one of the rarest you're gonna see. This is 1972 DDO number 4. DDO number 4. Now these things are stupid rare. And here's one of your telltale signs that you got DDO number 4. See those rim cuts above Liberty? That's one of your telltale signs. You got a minor 1972 double die obverse, but it's got those rim cuts over there. This one is a PCGS MS62 red.
few dings in it, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a few blemishes and spots, but I tell you what, for a red coin, yeah, definitely. There aren't very many of these. How many are known?
There's actually quite a bit more now. I think we should probably look at it while we're talking. Is anybody out there with, oh,
PCGS Pop Report, or maybe even PCGSCoinFacts.com. Is that how, do they keep the populations updated on that?
pretty much.
They do? Okay.
So
Wants to know how you have all these crazy coins. He's been doing it for a long time, that's why.
well, I will,
That, and also, I'm paying for dinner so he can afford them.
that's right. So,
I wonder what this is. Look at that eye. Isn't that cool? Oh, what is this? Does anybody know? What am I? I think about 4 people just fell out of their chairs.
well, what's that one?
The 55.
I think that die two is,
Oh, die 2 is just as nice as die 1 as far as I'm concerned, but a lot of people, they've just got to see die number 1. That's the only way that they're going to be satisfied. Ken said PCGS shows 12 of them, I think.
12, yeah, that's right. He's quicker on it. So I've had, while he's doing that, if anybody
Hey, Victoria.
wants to hear how I got my collection, does anybody care? Or
How Brian got his collection. Everybody wants to hear. You go ahead.
how do I know they want to hear?
Talk in the microphone. Be nice.
Mic drop.
Everybody says they care.
Well, for several things is I collected varieties well before they were ever mainstream and cherry pickers guide, so they were much more affordable. But quite honestly, the way I built my collection was picking through wheat bags. Do a bag of wheats every day or one every 2 or 3 days. Every variety, every duplicate I would sell. I would just save up my money and then I would buy one more. And literally over 30 years, I've built my collection because I was in the service. I didn't have a lot of money at the time. I was in the Army. So I had to find it at a good price and then trade off the duplicates or sell them. And that's how I got the largest part of mine. And then I would upgrade over the years. So keep looking. The stuff is out there.
2 things to mention. First, this is die number 2, not die number 3. And the second thing to mention is Brian is a veteran in the United States Army, and he is a Special Forces veteran.
Oh, no.
And I want to thank him for his service.
Well, Chuck was as well.
I was in the chair force.
Let me say, that's almost like the military.
I did my best to pretend to be military, but it wasn't easy.
And I got another one that I'll throw in with that. I'm pretty sure I do.
What's it, 55 DDO3. God, how do we think alike?
That's scary. That should bother people.
It should. It really should. There you go. There's 55
Yeah.
DDO number 3.
Thank you, Paula. And Jim, thank you.
But, you know, that a guy can do... How many years you do in the Army?
23.
23 years. 23 years in the Army. And then go to medical school.
You don't do the Air Force. You say hello.
And then go through medical school, residency, and all that stuff, and become a medical doctor.
Chuck just wants his back aligned tonight. That's all.
That's right. I need to have a... I'm trying to drive, and I'm trying to look at the screen at the same time to figure out that I'm not going out of lines. I'm trying to color inside the box, and it's just not quite working well.
Yeah. Those die 3s are really usually found in late die state.
To have any 1955 with good edge design around the lettering is just like
Yeah.
stupid hard to do.
Tootsie Rolls.
Okay.
So what other?
What other coins does somebody want to see? Yeah, so Brian is actually, I mean, he's actually done his duty in the military and a lot more. Did 23 years in the military, and then he turns around and goes through 8 years of school and becomes a doctor. So kudos, man. Hats off. So
I wouldn't recommend it.
wouldn't recommend it.
That was going to go broke.
It can do a lot of damage to your collection, right?
Yes, that's true. I told you that part. Is there any particular varieties that you want to see?
Jeremy wants to know how long it's taken to accumulate this collection.
I started varieties when I got the Wexler book in, was it
84.
84?
Yeah.
Shortly after that. So
That's exactly when I started.
87, 88 is when I started
Yeah.
pulling them apart.
Except I was at Putz. I went through like all the wrong things at the wrong times, and I learned everything the hard way. And well, I never had the collection anything like this, but I also didn't start really doing varieties hardcore in 83, 84. I didn't really start hardcore until the mid-90s. And by then, there was a lot of... Okay, Cuds R Us wants to see 53D RPM number 28. That's the one with the D in the vest.
Let's get to looking. And then also that 66 again. So I want to see that.
A 66 obverse or reverse?
There's the obverse. So Coin Dragon wanted to see a 67.
This is 1966 DDO number 1.
I think the 50.
JC Will, I can answer that question. He just saves them. This is his collection. He's not a seller.
Yeah, and
Oh, there you go. 82 DDR number 1.
82D. We already showed that one last time, didn't we?
No, the 82 DDR number 1. You have one of those? Yeah. Of course I do.
Boy, we have got a hot mess on our hands over here.
Oh, yeah, we do. We'll be up until midnight cleaning this stuff up.
Wow. What do you think the 1910 S and S is more valuable?
10S, which one? 1, 2, or 3?
Didn't you want the 95?
Yeah, I wanted to explain pivoted hub doubling. Okay, so here's the 95 double die. Most people know what it looks like, and it's not all that uncommon. I mean, it is in 68 red, which is what this one is. But, so we have lesser amount of doubling over here, and then as we run over in this direction, we get more and more and more doubling. To where when we get over to Liberty, we got lots and lots of doubling over on Liberty. And what that means is that your pivot point is exactly opposite where your heaviest doubling is. So your heaviest doubling is actually somewhere, I'm going to say right up in here, which you don't have any design elements. So it's between the I of N and the L of Liberty, which is going to be around 4:35 o'clock, being the opposite of this 9:30, 10 o'clock. So you go opposite the 10 o'clock, you get down here to the 4 to 5 o'clock, and we're talking about clock position, as in a regular analog clock that you'd look at. 12 is up, 6 is down, 9 is to the left, and 3 is to the right. What you're doing is you're looking at this, and this right here is your pivot point. Your pivot point is a place where you don't have any doubling. And then just opposite the pivot point is where your doubling is heaviest. And so that's how you determine which clock position to use for a pivoted hub double.
There's the two last requests, I think.
And so you tell them, which one is this? Is this clockwise or counterclockwise?
I think that is clockwise.
It is clockwise. Okay,
These were the last two requests.
last two requests.
Well,
The most recent
the
two
most
requests.
recent two.
We have a 1953D. This is the FS502, or the RPM number 28. Let me move it over so I can actually see it. Can we see that? Because I can't see it on my phone.
You can make it out a little bit.
Should I tip it some more?
A little bit. We're close. Can't really make too much of it out on there. I guess I'm cheating because I know where it's at.
Right. You look down to the southwest of the D. It's actually more like just to the west of the D, underneath the 1. You'll see another D mint mark there,
Yeah.
sticking out of the vest.
When you see it, it will stop you in your tracks.
And we were getting all elaborate and everything about how we were setting up microscopes and we were talking about angles of lighting and all that, and then we couldn't get the stream to work.
Yep. Wah, wah,
So
wah.
we end up going to the second best.
The hobo.
Here you go. What's this? What's this right here? Hello, misplaced Youper girl. Let's flip this over and take a good look at it. I can't see it because we're frozen. I'm still frozen. I'm hoping you guys can see it because I can't see what I'm doing. Amy's here.
We had 47 people watching. I like it.
That's awesome, isn't it? Coin Dragon did a nuke blast, so I'm pretty sure we can see it. We can't see anything that I'm doing here. Let's see. Here we go. Now I can see it. There we go.
Yeah, I'm back in there finally.
Yeah, we're back in. So I always look for that separation on the E right there in United. And then I kind of look over this direction to see the separation in the Pluribus Unum.
Yeah, but he is
This
nice.
this is Jessica. This is the 82 DDR.
I would say that's one of the hardest coins I've ever had to come by.
Gosh, how many are there? 3, 4?
If that.
I know there's more
I
than
know
two.
two. I know of two. Yep.
Is this one Ziegler's coin?
I couldn't tell you if it was Ziegler's. I know
It was the first one. GJ has that, right?
GJ has that one in a
Okay.
PCI holder, if I'm not mistaken.
PCI. Wow.
Who knew?
Yeah, well, I mean, it protects the coin.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, we're all frozen for right now. We're trying to get us unfrozen so we can see what we're doing here. Let me see if I can get this any better by turning it sideways.
What does Jessica collect? Just them 60D RPMs?
Nah, Jessica collects anything Jessica can collect that's a die variety, but she likes the 60 DRPMs especially.
There's only about 250 of them.
What was that number that we saw today? That I was just floored by? Was it,
On the 60D?
I think it was 60D number 274 or something
Oh,
like that?
yeah.
It's like absolutely ridiculous. Somebody spent the
The one-
time to list all of the,
The one I had in the book there with the D off to the side.
yeah, the little separate mint marks, you know?
Well, we will.
Do you have an amazing 83 DDR number 1?
An 83D DDR1?
Yeah.
83D DDR1.
83 DDR1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. I think it's a 65.
83 801.
Yeah.
65?
Yeah. That's not
Really?
a great grade for that.
Yeah, well, you don't say it that way because that's what mine graded.
There's a die 2. That's a pretty nice.
Oh, that too is far more scarce. You really want to see this. This is 83 Philadelphia double die obverse number 2. Let me try to get myself driving in the right direction here. Let me get this flipped around so that it's right. Folks. Okay, you can see it. Hang on. Alright, this camera. Yep, there we go. Now everything's up straight.
I make a lot of noise over here, don't I?
It's all good, man.
The sound of rattle.
Nobody's paying attention to you. They're all laughing at me.
Okay.
Because I can't get this thing to drive straight.
There's a. Oh, that's a D.
It's like I'm pulling off in the ditches and everything.
You're doing it backwards and upside down.
Yeah, I am.
You're doing a pretty good job.
I'm just now starting to learn how to drive. Ooh, the FS 401 counterclash.
Oh yeah, there's a.
Oh, this is the DDR1.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Here we go, folks.
The one that only graded out.
Only graded 65, and he's got scratches on his slab too. There you go.
Yeah, in fact, that counterclash is the one we were going to show initially. I
Yeah,
don't know where it went.
it's around here somewhere, I'm sure.
Buried. My record keeping is typically better than this, and I'm sorry.
Record keeping. We're destroying with your collection like
There I go.
like a tornado.
I'm close. He said, "Whoa, Nelly."
Ooh, Nelly.
Ooh.
Okay, that's that. We asked about the counterclash. Okay. Here we go. Take a look at this. If I can get it straightened out. What am I looking at? Oh, this thing's all messed up. Here. There we go. There's the Liberty. Then we go over this way to see the date with the IBE up above it. And then we come up here and we've got basically nothing for God we. And the reason we've got nothing for God we is because we look at this side of the coin and it's a massive cud.
Yeah, there it is, back and forth.
I think I peed myself a little.
Tinkle.
Yeah. It's okay, I'm good because, well, Cool Brian over here bought me a box of Depends before I got here.
That's nasty.
Now you got me belly laughing.
We've been sitting here at this table since what, 4 o'clock, 4:30?
I don't know, it was daylight outside. It was a long time ago.
All right, what other requests do we have? I will try to find it.
Yeah, hit the request line now. A matte proof. They didn't do much with proofs.
No, I didn't. I've got 36 and up. I've never really got involved in the map proofs. Do you have any, Paula?
How about you pick us something great? 1960 DRPM number 4. Jessica wants to see RPM number 4.
We doing that one again?
Yeah, we can do that one again. She was gone for a while. She missed a lot of this.
There's a really cool one. I'll find it. Give me.
What am I looking at? Oh, that's what I'm looking at. I haven't seen one of these in a while. I cherried one of these one time. It's 24S RPM number 1. You can see the S down to the south. Jim, go back and do a replay. Oh, wait a minute. We haven't looked at the 17S like this.
We have it.
No, I had to hold it up to the screen because we didn't have it and we could actually look at it.
Well, where's for Jessica?
This is for Jessica.
I don't know which one. 17. I might have to move them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This one. I just don't knock anything down.
You're going to make the box too light.
I'll move them back in.
Oh, and then move this back up so she can see it again. There we go.
I'm not sure that they're in there. We'll have to get back to you on the
We're
17.
gonna have to dig for the 17. Hang on a second. We're gonna have to take my camera down for a sec. Go ahead and take that box. Just throw something else under there.
70, 25, 28. No. I think we're okay.
Because it was a shield. It was a shield, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, you can put them right there. Yeah, we'll have to find that 11, that 17. Oh, the 99 wide AM? Yeah, we can help you out with that.
99 wide AM. The 96 putter DDO number 1.
The 96?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we'd already, maybe not.
This is Jessica again.
I think you and I looked at the
Yeah.
96, but didn't.
We've shown some of them. But here's my little 22. My Little Pony. There it is. And then this was another cherry I made today. Yay! People cheer for me because I made a cherry today. Oh, where are we? We're exactly upside down. What am I doing wrong here? We're still exactly upside down. How did I do that? Let me try it this way. Am I exactly right side up now? I am exactly right side up, but I appear to be upside down. I cherried that today. A wham, not a Sam.
What was the other one?
I cherried this today. See, I'm exactly upside down again.
96.
How does it happen? There, now I'm right side up. Should be anyway. I cherried this today. So where are you? Dude, I'm making myself seasick over here. There we go.
You're doing a good job, though.
There we go. 1925S DDO number 1.
That was a good pick.
Anybody ever DDO number 1? I pulled it out and I was like, hey, I like to find these once in a while. And he's like, yeah, so do I. Okay, 1996. I want to turn this back around. There we go. Now, let me keep things straight for you. There's the date.
It's coming up pretty decent over there. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go up. We're going to look at In God We Trust, only backwards. It really shows well in Trust. It doesn't show that well in God We, because it's a class 5. And it has a pivot point. And that pivot point is near Liberty. So this pivot point is almost exactly opposite the pivot point of 95 DDO number 1, because the Liberty has very little doubling, and it's the date that has more doubling. And the word trust has more doubling, and the In God We has less doubling. So it's exactly opposite.
That's a fave. Somebody wanted the 97.
Oh, the ear?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the double ear looks like. Actually came out lit pretty well.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, I should get my MacGyver merit badge now.
You have.
Figure that one out.
done
Thanks,
MacGyver.
didn't I?
There's somebody wanted close AMs. I don't know if they still.
Okay. So with this, I think what we're going to do is we're going to show it like this. Okay. There is, which one is that? I can't read it.
That is
The 99.
That's a 99.
That's a 99 close AM. And then I will bring it over here and I will show you the AM. If I can find it. Getting closer.
It's on the back.
This is the 99 white AM right here. And then, that's the 99. That's the most common one of those. Actually, no. Of the white AMs, the 99 is the least common. The most common is the 2000. And this is the 98. It really just looks like a normal Lincoln cent that's from before 1993. Because that's essentially what this is the same design as the 1992. Or of the proof coins thereafter, except for 1993. Which
Jessica wants to see the rim cuts again on the floor.
rim cuts on the floor. Well, see, Jessica wasn't here to see that before
Yeah,
we
see
did
it
show
step
it.
out.
And then the 2000 is just really common and it looks like the other ones. But I do attest to you that Brian does have them. He's got the 2000 is a 67 red, the 99 is a 67 red, and the 98 is a 66 red. Slacker.
Time to upgrade.
Time up, you're a slacker.
All right, here you come, Jess.
Okay, this is 1972 DDO number 4 again. So let's take a look over here. We're following along the line of trust, and you can see that there's a decent amount of doubling there. And then what you really got to pay attention to on these is that you're driving in the right direction, Chuck. No, we're going the wrong way.
You ready for the rim cut?
Yeah, right over here. There we go. So there's the rim cuds on the 1972 DDO number 4. 83D double deer.
Yeah, we got that.
Rim cuds. Now 4 and 7 are very similar to one another in appearance. But 4 is the one that has that, and it also has these die scratches back here around the U and the N of United. See that die scratch that runs down south from the N? That's on die number 4. That's one of the markers for die number 4. Coin Dragon is roll hunting. He's going to try to find one of these real quick.
Be right back.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll make one up for you.
Jess or somebody wanted the 83 D ear. Oh, that's
Me, a hammer, and your coins. How about the 90 DDO?
the 90 DDO.
Uh-huh.
90. Boy,
If the 72 has the doubling but no rim cut, it would probably be a die number 7.
yeah, that's
You also have to look for those die scratches on the reverse that I just showed you. Because those die scratches will be on die number 4, but they will not be on die number 7. Die number 7 is a different die, so it would have entirely different markers.
I don't know which 90
The 90 DDO number 1. It's the one there's only a couple known. It shows in Liberty.
Oh yeah, no, it's in the book. I actually do not have that coin.
Uh-oh. We found one he doesn't have.
I'll make one. Get back to you.
That's right.
Well, I'm still looking for that 83D.
Get hopping there, mister.
You said that?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Well, it might be in that box right there. I don't know.
Yep, Cuds RS says he stumped him. And for that,
You get one?
he already got one. So he needs something different.
All right.
What's the 27 DRPM 1 on there for a Robert Adams? Oh, that's what he guessed. Okay, I got it. I get it. I understand.
Hold it.
I'm not going to give him the 27 DRPM 1. What are you looking for?
Heck, I don't know anymore.
You don't know anymore. Okay, we lost the request. We're both old and we're forgetting everything.
I think we've done pretty good.
We've done very well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to shut down requests for the time being. We're going to go back on camera. And I think people want to ask questions and get answers. So let's do some asking questions and getting answers. Oops.
Yeah, we got that DDO number 3.
Okay, So here we are again. You can see the palm of my.
So Jessica's asking about the rotated reverses. That would be pretty cool to be able to show. We could,
Well, we could do that here, right?
yeah.
I mean, because
You want me to grab some rotated reverses?
sure, you grab some rotated reverses. I'm going to sit here and figure out how to get back to YouTube so I can see the comments. Here we are. Oops. Chucky needs to learn how to operate a computer. Extreme rotated reverses. Dude's got the best collection of rotated reverse Lincoln sense there is. Yeah, you'll be able to go back and rewatch what you missed a little bit later on, I'm sure. You're going to see a whole lot of us freezing like we're doing right now.
All right. What denomination, Jessica? Let's do.
Yeah, what denomination do you want to see?
This is one of the coolest ones, the 68. That's the,
Oh yeah, the
135 degree rotated.
okay. I've got to be able to see what we're doing to be able to do this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you the coin like this, and I've got to be able to see what's going. I hope you've been able to see the coin.
Froze.
Yeah, we're frozen. So, and then I turn it over like this. And what you should see is the reverse upside, right side up, but you're not. And the reason is because it's rotated. So when we flip it over this way, you're actually seeing the reverse almost completely upside down. And it shouldn't be like that. So we get any one of our regular, it was actually a bit too close. There we go. There's that, and then we flip it this way. You're supposed to see it right side up on both sides. But they've altered it so the obverse is right side up so that when you flip it over, you can see how far upside down the reverse is.
This one will be a little bit easier to see.
Yeah, this one will be easier to tell. Here we go. There's a Sacagawea dollar. And she's right side up on that side. But then if we flip her over, she's sideways. See that? That's a 90-degree rotation. Sorry, I didn't. I polished my fingernails before before I became a hand model today. What do we got here? Oh, this one's cool. Here's a 1943 zinc or steel penny. This is AU coin. All right, you're looking at that right side up, and we flip it over. It's almost upside down because you have a rotation of, what is this one?
About 135 or so.
About 135, well, it actually says 130 degrees, but
Oh, I was off.
yeah, that's all right. I'll take it out of your tip.
So rotate. Yeah, rotate these sideways, flip them sideways, just so.
Okay, there's this. Okay, so you've got that, it's sideways, and then here it's right side up. So you're right side up, and then you're sideways. A 59D, a 69S, and an 82D RPM in the same bankroll this evening.
That's pretty good hunting.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Here's another one. I'll let you read the holder. This is a 1916. And then we flip it around, and she's sideways. So if you do it the right way here, and you flip it over where you'd be able to see it the right way, it's actually turned, what is that, clockwise? Counterclockwise.
Clockwise, I think. Huh?
Can't read it. That's counterclockwise. Is it? No, it's clockwise. just over 90 degrees.
Now this one would be counterclockwise. That's the 40S.
Okay. So here's one going the other direction. This is 1940S. And then we flip it, and we've gone counterclockwise.
I think these are pretty cool, I think.
Do rotated reverse coins rotate from 90 degrees, center, left, or right, or is it a 360-degree thing where it could start at 12, rotate clockwise from 1 to 359?
There's a tender that can come up with 20 different ways of doing it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Some people call it clockwise, counterclockwise, and some people actually call it on the compass as it goes around clockwise.
Yep.
So if it's 3/4 of the way around, they'll call it a 270. Other people call it 90 counterclockwise.
That's right. So this is a, let me see it, where we at?
Yeah, the camera port is right up there in the corner.
Jefferson,
So there's Jefferson.
can you see it? Is it coming through at all?
It is.
All right, and then I'm just gonna rotate it sideways so I don't blotch it. Buffalo, this is not the best way to see it. He's rotated.
Probably the better way to do it is stick it in a flip. Here, we just put it in this. I bet it'll show better if we do it this way.
Yeah, this
So,
is
here,
this
let
is
me-
probably 75 degrees, something like that. Not completely 90, but still cool.
Okay. I put this in here where it shows more or less straight up and down. That would be straight up and down. So that when we flip it directly over, it's off.
Sideways, huh?
About 70 degrees clockwise.
Yep. Is it worth reholdering for die rotations?
In RPMs and minor double dies, probably not usually, but the rotation you have to be very careful about. A die rotation, in order for it to really have much of any value, it's got to be at least 30 or 40 degrees. If it's any less than 30 or 40 degrees, it's really considered kind of normal.
It's within,
It's within tolerance.
tolerances.
But the other thing that you have to be really paying attention to is when you're talking about the rotated dies on 19th century coins. They're very common. And in fact, like on 2-cent coins, it's sometimes more common to have a rotated die than one that's actually straight. So you have to kind of watch what you're doing when you're talking about something like that, because different years of coins or different series of coins have different rules. That needs to be in the new 5th edition book. Oh, what needs to be in the new 5th edition book? I would add a page, which would mean he'd have to add 7 more pages.
Yeah, that's true. Which one did she say, Sabina?
I don't know. She made a comment that needs to be in the new 5th edition book, but I don't know what we were looking at the time. The nickel.
Oh, the nickel.
Yeah.
So with all the rotated reverses, we showed those to Chuck. There's so many different ones that the best way to do it was we listed them all out on one page of all the available dates, and then actual auction sales for some of the stuff that was 90 degrees or better at some of the major auction houses. So we kind of put all the rotated reverses into one 3-page section.
And it's really cool because it lists them, it tells you what the degree of rotation is. And showing you photos doesn't really do any good because the obverse and the reverse of a rotated die coin look normal. They're just not in alignment with one another. So it's just as easy to read it from a chart as it would be to look at it in photos.
And I've actually had people tell me before, and it's true, the actual correct way to catalog it is a rotated die, but rotated reverses are just widely accepted as the nomenclature.
Would it be singular die or dies?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Do you know?
Well,
I don't.
we'll have to write a book on that.
Oh my God. We're already in trouble.
Hey, Amber.
What did you want to see there?
Oh,
97D nickel. That's a nice rotated reverse. I think if you go on to, I think right now, Fred Weinberg has 2015D Buffalo nickel rotated reverses in a PCGS holder. It's pretty expensive, but he's got them available. At least 1 or 2 on there. And then if you really want to see some on there, go on eBay and look under John Sullivan's webpage. He's got a lot of rotated reverses. They're easy to find. You don't have to use a scope. So you should never let a you should never let a coin go through without flipping it. Who else? He's got the nice shirt on. Got your copper coin shirt.
We got any Stump the Curmudgeon, Stump the Curmudgeon questions. You got two people here with a combined three-quarters of a century of experience in collecting Lincoln cents. So now's your chance.
Well, I don't consider myself to be an expert.
Yeah, it's
I defer to him.
right.
And I mean that.
Sure.
I'm a collector.
Oh, I guess I'm a collector at heart too. Is a 55 D over D dime worth doing anything with? Can't find it listed on Variety, Vista, or Wexler's.
But that's kind of a broad term because I don't really know what 55D. But if you don't have it attributed, just put it aside. I wouldn't spend money sending it to any of the attributed third party grading services. You're going to pay them $10 to research it, and if they don't find anything, they're going to body bag it, and you're going to be out, $20. So
Yeah.
save it till you run into somebody or one becomes available. There's not a lot. Dime listings are one of the hardest ones to come by in the Roosevelt 64 and earlier.
And that's because
I don't know. I don't know if the coin is just small or softer metal or what. I don't know.
well, in part, I'm kind of thinking it's probably because not as many people collect the dimes as collect the Lincolns, and there's not as much attention drawn to the varieties of other series as there are to the Lincolns and the Morgans.
But why not? When you go to every show, there's bags and bags of silver.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place, but people don't look for them nearly as much as they do the others.
They
Is
do
what
not.
I'm saying.
You're welcome, Corey.
Mule clashes. You got any of the mule clashes? You know, like the Flying Eagles or any of that?
No,
No, nothing available right now.
no. Do I? Yes, I have. I want to say I have almost every cherry picker buffalo nickel variety, but I'm probably missing a few. And we didn't break them out. That was in that long box of
Yeah.
PCGS coins.
Yeah.
The old JT Stan signature.
Shame on you for missing a couple, right?
Look at this mess we've got going on here. We did pretty good though, rapid fire.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not only that, but we were actually able to improvise, which is really good.
There's a double here. You've probably seen that one.
Oh, the 04D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a,
I can't really show it to him right now, though.
no, but you can look at it and make them think about it.
Here you go. I'll look at it for you.
He's got
Oh, that is cool.
yeah, I've got several drop letters. I've got one with a big E dropped in the field and
That's really
just
cool.
some other minor stuff.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not. My camera won't focus that close. Can't get really good camera focus, unfortunately.
This is the one that's been a lot of controversy with the doubling evident through the
Ooh,
years.
this 16 DDO Buffalo.
No,
Don't have that.
nope, do not.
16 DDO Buffalo is a really, really tough one.
Yep. No, oh, actually, I had one that was acid raised date and a AG3 acid raised date that I sold when I was in medical school. I think it was
Medical school, take it out of your collection, won't it?
wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, gotta buy my hot dogs and mac and cheese.
That's right. Hot dogs and mac and cheese. You guys don't have any idea, if you don't really think about it, what they have to go through to get
You're quite welcome, Eric. Very
to
welcome.
get where they are. 2004 D MS63 dime. The 2004 double deer, or what we were
Oh, that's the
reporting
one
as
we
a
used.
double
Yeah,
deer. Yeah, in MS63.
yeah, we do have that 66. We showed that one already, don't we?
Yeah, the 66 Lincoln DDR.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure we showed it. Do you need those pictures for your website?
Oh yeah, for sure. But what we're gonna end up having to do is we're probably gonna end up having to get together again. I'll just come back. We'll do that. We don't have until 4 o'clock in the morning to take pictures.
No. But
That's not gonna happen.
this is, yeah, 80, so are they still going with that 18/7 Buffalo? Are they counting that as being authentic? I thought
Why
somebody,
wouldn't it be?
I'm pretty sure, or was that the 14/3? That's right.
The 14/3,
Never
yeah.
mind. Disregard that. Making myself look silly. But yeah, that's the one that Bill Febo put out the reward for, wasn't it? And
The
get
four-
$100 for anybody that discovered an OMM. And that was the one that they found at 14/3.
Oh,
pretty
okay,
sure.
the overdate, yeah.
Yep. And I don't think they attributed it as a overnight.
I don't think they do that anymore. Just like the 58/7 Lincoln Cents, they don't do those anymore either. That was a Breen listing way back in the day.
Yep. That
Ooh,
little,
pizza.
man, I'm still stuffed from the last one.
What do we got here?
What's Ken need?
Oh, he just posted about the 58/7. Is that what it is? 58/7 Lincoln Cents
Oh yeah. Yep.
that were they were a Breen Encyclopedia listing from, oh God, when did he do that book? 81?
Well, he quit the last year of it was 87. That was-
87,
yeah.
okay. And it was listed in there as a 1958/7, and I think it was all demint that he had listed was a demint. But we found out since then that it was just a die gouge, and it was probably a master die gouge
Master
because
die.
there's a ton of those things out there. And so Anax quit listing them years ago. I don't think anyone else ever did.
Not to my knowledge.
Segs might have at one time.
Most of them, if you pay for it, they will put something in a plastic holder.
Yeah, most of them, yeah.
So what else does anyone want to see? So the purpose of me breaking out these coins, for one, is that Chuck needed some for attribution and to see if he wanted to photograph it, but I haven't seen them in literally years because they're put away at Wells Fargo. And we just thought that there's some stuff in here that many people don't get to see very often, and if we could kind of shed light on it, we would do it.
It'd be really cool if we could come in here for, I don't know, a few minutes and show off some coins and play around and have fun. Amber, we'll talk to you later. You be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So, anything else, folks? Did Jessica fall out and hit her head?
Oh, how the OMM's not an OMM after I looked at it. Yeah, there was a reveal that we did last week with a 1956D roll. And I found what I had thought were the 1956 OMM1 or OMM2 or WDMM2. And we found out that by looking at it very closely, it was a earlier dice date coin. And by looking at it very closely, is that what it is? Yep, WOMM001. And we found out that these actually are not. Yeah, this one's a little bit later dice date, so I'll give you a better one.
You got a better? That's cool.
Oh, I may have. I don't know. Because I've got rolls. I just don't know if they contain what the one roll did. But anyway, found out that they were RPMs because the part that comes up out of the top of the D looked like it was curved over, but I found out that it was squared over. And being squared over, it had to be a RPM and not an OMM. You did hear pizza. We had
Yes.
pizza earlier. And here's another thing. We found out that we both like the same kind of pizza.
Kind of worrisome. I'm in for that.
So, Art Ring wants to know if you have any complete date sets of RPMs. He's got quite a few, I'm sure.
Oh, complete date sets?
Yeah,
Oh,
complete date sets of RPMs.
yeah. I
You
got,
got all the 1925s. You've got all the 1928s.
I got all the 60Ds.
You got all the 60Ds?
I've got all the Connecta 60Ds, not
Yeah.
the 150 plus for Wexler.
150? You mean like 250 plus?
Yeah.
I'm up to
What
over
did we say,
100.
270 or something?
I'm yeah, 276, I think, 276. I'm up to 179 or 180 now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Good mercy.
1960D RPM 11.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
got
I'm
RPM
sure I
number
do.
11. I've got RPM number 11.
Yeah, we got that. I got a roll of 60D small. 60D small dates are getting hard to come by. A roll of them. I would just put them in the safe somewhere. When Chuck and I were picking through boxes today, we were pulling out 60 small dates and 60D small
Oh,
dates.
geez.
Just because it was. It
No, I
jumped
can
out
show
on
them
me.
that. 'Cause you don't need a
Oh
scope.
yeah, you did find some.
You don't need a scope to see this. This was my kitty for the day. And I need to put my eyeballs back on. We know where they went. Oh, here they are.
Jessica, we can help you get that. Which one are you collecting? Just any and all 60Ds?
Let's see. 60. Yeah, see, so I got this. This cost me $0.25. Let's see if I can get this set up where you can actually see it. Can you see what that is by looking at it like that?
Okay. Well, it's cheating because it's written on the label, but
Well, it's a 1960,
I can
but
still see it's a nice coin. I can't make out great detail, but it's a very nice.
so you can't tell it's a small date.
No,
No? Okay.
not the one. Was that one they had mislabeled?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a 60 small date. And then
That's
here's a 60 small date proof that I got. And let's see. All these 55 S's. These are cool. Let's see. And then here's another 1960 small date. It's another pretty nice one. And then here is a 1960 small date proof.
Santa Claus.
That's right, Santa Claus. Comes out of the woodwork.
Yeah, Jessica, you need to get a list together.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get off here and go on back to work because we've got some work that we need to get done so that we can make new listings for coppercoins.com. And we do appreciate you guys coming out. And I definitely appreciate you being here, Brian.
Huge turnout, 49 folks. That's awesome. Is that
That's 49 now. That's not counting people who tuned in and gone back out.
and that counts you and me? So it's
Yeah, it does actually. But we've got 33 likes. We've got 49 people and 34 likes. Come on, let's get those likes up there, folks. You help me out a lot when you pop a like for me.
you're all very welcome. Thanks for
You guys,
sitting or listening to a babble about pennies.
that's
making
right.
sense.
So we could babble all night about it. His wife and my wife, they just don't get it. But we definitely do.
She's getting extra sleep tonight.
Yeah. That's, what, she go to bed already?
Oh yeah, lights out. Heard the bulldog.
Here we go.
You're quite welcome, Jessica. I'm from. Jessica, do you know where Quincy, Illinois is at? Just down the river.
Sent your email information. Okay, thank you, Penny Saver Cash. Yep, she knows where Quincy is.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. That area. I told Chuck I had a cousin that was in Burlington for a while, but it was in the penitentiary there.
Yeah, he's.
Maybe some people don't think it's funny. As funny as I did, but
I was in Burlington for a while, but I didn't see much because I was in the pen most of the time when I was there.
I lived in Burlington for about 6 years.
Behind bars.
Never got to see the area though. All right, folks. Thanks very much for letting me. Carthage, Illinois.
Much appreciated, and I definitely appreciate you being here with us, Brian.
Yeah, you bet, folks.
All right, we'll talk to you later.